Welcome to In the Groove. In the Groove is a series of podcasts presented by Xombiewoof magazine.
Welcome to the end of Judgment Day for those who lost the race against time and death, the laid to rest.
Interviews with artists, musicians, and the people you want to hear and know more about. Now join our host, Joseph Timmons, in interview this week.
Yes, this is Joseph Timmons with Xombiewoof magazine, and you're in the groove. Today, I thought we'd take a little weird take on our own name. Now, as you know, the magazine's called Xombiewoof, spelled with an X. But everybody keen thinks, zombie with a Z because of the whole Undead craze that's going on. And because of that, I had an opportunity to do a interview today with a member of a band called Still Not Dead. Now, I ran into this group at NAMM, and a bunch of zombies walking around with guitars, having a grand old time. So, I figured, when they're not on stage performing or feasting on human flesh, I'd get them on the phone and kind of bring them to you. So I have a member of the band here who's going to introduce himself, tell us about the band, tell us about their music and what's going on. I understand they just played a really awesome gig. And so let's go. So could you please tell the audience who you are?
Yeah, actually, my name's Ram. I'm the lead singer of Still Not Dead. That's Still Not Dead, in case you missed it. All right, and first off, thank you so much for the opportunity of being here, Joseph. We really, really appreciate that.
Oh, no problem at all.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're actually a six-piece metal band, but we're not in any of that Cookie Monster metal. Rah, 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 rah. You can actually understand what's going on through our mind and what we're saying and what we're all about. And we take pride in that. We really do. We love the theatrics. We get up every day and put that makeup on, and we come out zombies, glorified and zombified, if you would. Definitely.
Zombified. I like that. So, anyway, take a look at your Facebook page here, and it seems like you have a whole cast and crew of dead nasties here. So, tell us about the band. Who's in the band, and what do they do?
All right, well, definitely. We have, if you look on the Facebook, you'll notice a big, tall gentleman with a bald head. That guy's name is Slink. That's my bassist. We also call him the Anomaly. He only walks around with one dead eye instead of two. I know it's a little crazy because, the contact thing kind of hurts sometimes, but it works it out for himself. We also have Absent Minded, who's our lead guitarist. He's the Papa Smurf-looking crazy dude in the corner that looks like he just came out of a mine somewhere from digging up gold. We also have the Psycho, which is the guy with the cut face across his face, and he actually is more of a hype man / backup vocals. He's just a crazy guy that jumps off the stage half the time or falls, whichever comes first. Let's see, who else do we have? We have Bones, the drummer. And now I myself have been in a couple bands, and I have never been in a band with somebody that I just am crazy about. Like, this guy has what it takes to be a drummer, and that was him. That's Collins right there. And then we also have Chaos, and he's our rhythm guitarist, and he holds the whole thing together and gives it a little bit more oomph.
So what made you come up with the concept of being zombies on stage? Obviously, it's a big craze going on, and a lot of people kind of take into it, the whole Undead thing, but you actually have a very original flair to it. I mean, you actually go full-on makeup, and you have this persona, and I just kind of, it's very original to me. I've not seen anything like this before. So give us a little background. What was the idea that brought it forward?
What's funny is that, all six of us have backgrounds in loving horror movies and gore and all that stuff. I actually met half these guys just on Craigslist, and when we got together, they were like, "Hey, yeah, we're doing a band, and we want to dress up like zombies." Now, this is before we really got into it like you see on the stage. They were just painting their faces white and looking, they look somewhat as zombie-y, but not zombie-ish. Then we got together, we met up with Otherworld Creations founder, Nicole Bucci, who is our head makeup designer, and she just took it from there and just made us what we are today. And it's awesome that we have somebody there in our corner to actually put that all together and make us look good. I mean, she always doesn't think it's a great job, but we know it's amazing.
So you were telling
I mean, like you said, there's a craze. It's Walking Dead's out. I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, the fact that you can keep it original, as you know, while it's playing into what's going on nationally, that's really cool. At least I think it is. So we were talking. You said you just played a gig. Tell the audience about that.
Actually, yeah, we just came off the hills of the Attica 7 show at the Whiskey Go-Go in Hollywood. We love the Whiskey Go-Go. That's like a second home to us. We play there a lot. But this show actually had Attica 7 headlining and had members of Sons of Anarchy walking around. The Butcher Babies were walking around. There's so many people at this event. I mean, it was sold out. They stopped letting people in the door.
Now, Butcher Babies is another band that's been getting a lot of high ground. Are you going to be doing more shows with them, or was this kind of like
man, I would love to if it's available. I mean, it's just, you know, we try to pick quality over quantity is our motto. Definitely Butcher Babies is on the list to want to perform with. I remember when they were first starting out years ago, and I had no idea that they would just be as big as they are becoming. It's awesome. And they give me a lot of hope in that respect, because it's hard out here. It is hard for metal artists nowadays. But to see somebody like that come up the same way you're going to coming up is awesome.
Now, to our listeners, if you want to check out the page while we're talking, we're going to be on the line here for a little bit longer. You want to go to www.stillnotdead.net, not .com.net, and it's just how it sounds, Still Not Dead, all one word, .net. And they've got a great website. It's very professional, like them. And you're even able to listen to some of the tracks online. And, I mean, it's looking here, you know, you've got Stinger, San Bernardino, Knot Fest, Battle of Knot Fest. You know, these are the gigs that you've played. So, I mean, I can see that there's going to be a lot of good things coming down the road. Now, you were at Neon with, I believe, one of your sponsors?
Yes, we were with Raw Guitars, and we were showing off the Evolution guitars there just released. And that in itself, I mean, man, you were there. It was a spectacle. That was my first experience with them. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's a circus. It was awesome. But, I mean, we fit in. It felt like we were welcomed with open arms as soon as we walked in there. I was zombied out every day.
Well, the funny thing is that you guys were dressed up like zombies, but you were the weirdest crew walking around. I mean, there were people there that made you look like Sunday school teachers. I was like, wow.
And in that respect, we met up with a lot of these cats too that met up with us and talked to us. Like there's what is it? ISDSA. They're from Vegas. Those are the guys walking around in masks. And they kind of like a little bit of a Slipknot thing, but they're some cool dudes, man. And we plan on doing some shows with them in Vegas, so that'll be cool.
Now, playing the whiskey, playing the gigs out in LA, are you seeing a resurgence of a desire to go out and see shows with, you know, really hard edge bands, you know, power bands? I mean, for a while it was like all metal, you know, horns up, the whole thing. Then it got kind of glam again, where it's kind of like,
Right.
But now you got real men on the stage again, playing hard, playing fast, and, you know, really exciting the crowd. I mean, what, in your words, what would you say the music scene out there is like?
Oh, man. Well, definitely the music scene, metal is still not dead. I'm telling you, everybody says that the metal scene is dying, the Sunset Strip is dying, which is kind of true. I mean, the Sunset Strip is not what it used to be. It is still harder. But, I mean, people are still coming out and they're still coming to these shows. We're not having trouble selling tickets. We're not having trouble selling merch. It's still there. It's just now you have to come out with a better show for people. I mean, nobody wants to come to a show on any given night just to see one guy stand around, not move, not do anything, not engage you. I think that people are just getting smarter with their money, and if they're going to spend their money, it's going to be on something that is worth that money.
Okay, so when they come to your show, all right, so I'm walking through the door, I'm coming to your show, what am I going to see? You know, describe your shows to me.
All right, well, number one, we don't like to be seen right up front with, I mean, people see us with our makeup, but when we're out and about and stuff, but before a show, we didn't know where to be seen. Right before we go on, I have two awesome guys. One named Justin He's actually plays Dr. Dead and he plays a zombie on stage. We also have Diego Escalera, who also plays Grin, who's a zombie on stage. And they hold up a banner for us to cover us before we go in. So no one's going to see us until the first song hits and that curtain drops. I'm very, very big on that. Other than that, I mean, we throw in, like I said, we have Dr. Dead come out. When we play Dr. Dead, he comes out through the audience, tears everybody up, and then gets back on stage with us and helps sing the songs with us. It's pretty awesome.
So big entrance.
What you're going to see is you're going to see about 6 to 7 zombies on stage eating brains, blood, guts, and gore everywhere. So that's pretty much what we like to do.
Right, doesn't it get any strings and make all that noise?
You know what? We use some real good stuff, man. We got this blood that tastes just like mint, and it does wipe off of everything. It can get sticky. I have heard from my guitarist that sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, especially because he does a whole arm effect where it looks like his arm burns off. But other than that, man, that's it. Sometimes we get a little gust from some of the venues we go through because they think it's going to stain and stuff, but it doesn't stain. We use all 100% best makeup you can get from Hollywood, so it's all good.
Have you ever had a show where you got a little overboard and somebody in the audience is like and faints or something,
Yeah.
or somebody gets so sick they throw up or something?
There's always that one girl out there that I will point out and I will notice in the show that is kind of creeped out by us or kind of disgusted over it. And that's the person that gets the skin from my face that I rip off and I go right at her. Oh man, these girls jump like 100 feet in the air. It's hilarious.
Oh my god, I gotta check out one of these shows. This is awesome.
Definitely.
So, you got a YouTube page too.
We do.
So you got some videos there on YouTube, and why don't you go ahead and tell our audience all your different sites? Now we went over stillnotdead.net.
Stillnotdead.net. Yeah, we got stillnotdead.net, and then we got the Facebook, which is /stillnotdead.ie. Let's see what else we have. We're on Reverb Nation. You can look us up. You can look us up on SoundCloud. Just type in Still Not Dead, /stillnotdead.ie. It will come up. What else do we have? We also have 3 sponsorships now where you can get information on us and our sponsors, which is zombieversushuman.com, and let's see what it is. zombieversushuman.com, spookyeyes.com. They provide all of our contacts and stuff, and we also have the raw guitars.com.
Zombieversushuman.com. What's that?
Now, Zombie vs. Human, that's an interesting story. I actually found a sticker in a bathroom stall one day, and it was a sticker of a zombie, and it said, "You're the zombie." I looked it up, and there's a website to it, Zombie vs. Human, and it turns out they're a clothing company that's based right out of the same area that we are. Yeah, so I took the time, I wrote them an email, and they loved it. They absolutely loved us. They provide all our shirts, all our stickers, or anything that we had to sell, they provide. So it's pretty awesome. I mean, ironically, I had no idea that this company even existed. It just all fit into place when it needs to fit.
So I'm looking at your site here. You got videos, booking. How's your schedule? Got any gigs coming up that the audience come check out, or what's going on?
Not quite yet. Actually, this month we will be going back to the studio and recording all fresh new music for the Years of the Deadite. And we're going to be passing that out everywhere. We'll be at the Long Beach Comic Convention walking around. We have plans to be at the Epicenter. We also have plans to be at Rock in Rio in Las Vegas. And that's just all just promote. And we'll be there taking pictures, passing out CDs, and passing out flyers.
So a lot of big-time promotion going on.
That's it. That's what it's about. You know, I mean, people notice it. They really do. You walk into a room and you can't help but look at the guy with the ripped-off face, you know?
Okay, once again, for those of you that are just tuning in right now, this is Joseph Timmons with Xombiewoof Magazine, In the Groove. I cannot talk today. What's up with that? In the Groove with Joseph Timmons. Anyway, we're here with Still Not Dead, talking about this stuff, and we're getting to the part of the show where I go ahead and ask where we can find your albums, if there are any out, or is there any albums on the way out? What's going on?
Like I said, we're back in the studio. We're working on the main album. If you can get our demo from our site, from Reverb Nation, from SoundCloud, I mean, you get it all from just stillnotdead.net. You want to get it from any of those websites, just stillnotdead.net. So definitely check it out. Especially Dr. Day. That's my favorite. Dr. Day. I love it.
So to get to a little bit of a philosophical rant here, we talked about the music scene in LA right now. So what do you see the big thing that's causing problems for bands out there? I mean, there's always been the pay-to-play thing that's going on where bands are, they're so busy trying to fill up the shows, they're not making any money. There's so many bands out there, and unfortunately, like yourself, the talented bands are working so hard, yet the untalented and the people that use auto-tune, for everything, seem to be getting record contracts. I mean, what are you doing to make sure people know about you and they come to your shows? I mean, how hard is it right now? Those of us that live in the Central Coast of California, we get to come out to LA once in a while, get to read the show.
Right.
But the rest of the world doesn't know how hard of a struggle it is for you. So can you kind of bear some light on that for me?
Yeah, definitely. So it is very hard. It's not gonna lie to you. This isn't a walk in the park. And we all have. We're not all rock stars yet. We want to be when we're trying to be, but we're not yet. And we all have our own separate lives and separate jobs. But this we built up from the bottom. I mean, we know that pay to play sucks, and nobody wants to do that. But that's just part of paying your dues. I mean, you can't get around it unless you want to play dive bar after dive bar after dive bar, which is that's great if it's working. But it's hard to get people to a dive bar on a Thursday night, Yeah. But for us, we found the most success is instead of going with the internet thing or going with any type of internet type of promotion, we're going with the hands-on self-grinding promotion where we get out there and we're meeting people. I go to every event that I see fit that will take a group of zombies walking around and passing out CDs. I want to meet every single one of my potential and future fans and hand them a CD and say, yes, listen to this. I promise you, you're gonna like this. You're gonna love it.
So you've got an Undead street team?
Yo, you're looking at it. I mean, it's still not dead. I mean, we're our own street team. We get up early. Knot Fest was amazing. It was 2 days, but we were up at 2 in the morning in makeup, and we were there by 7 o'clock just where people were parking just to meet them and introduce ourselves and say, hey, we're still not dead.
Excellent. So you ever going to be, ever want to try and, open up for Slipknot or, be on the stage with them again? I mean,
oh, hell yeah, man. I mean, that was a dream come true, bro. I mean, that was a dream come true. We beat out like 8 other bands just for that position, just to be on there. And our name's actually on the poster, and we were stoked. We were like little girls, like screaming,
Go fangirly.
Straight up, man. But it was, and it was awesome. So, and yeah, hell yeah, I would love to play with Slipknot again. Tech Nine again. I mean, he's one of my favorites. I'm a big hip hop guy, and I love Tech Nine. The fact I got to play with him in the same show as one of my favorite metal bands of all time is Slipknot. It was a dream come true. It really was.
I could actually see you guys opening up for like Slayer or Anthrax or Exodus, something like that. One of the really hard bands, and just totally, just getting the troops riled up for that mega mosh, that eternal pit that just never seems to stop.
Exactly. I can't wait to get you to it. Just like really kidding. You have to see the spectacle that was going on. It's awesome.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this podcast interview with us. Our podcast, as everyone knows, if you're listening to it, you're either listening to it on Mixcloud or Spreaker, or you're listening through our website, or you clicked on the link on our Facebook. But definitely go to stillnotdead.net. Check out this awesome band. Check out their music. Download, pay the dollar, do what you can, support local music, support the global music scene. This is Joseph Timmons for Xombiewoof Magazine. I would like to just once again say thank you very much to everybody involved in the show. And we are going to be on iHeartRadio soon. So once that happens, we're going global. So, hey, everybody, peace out.
You have been listening to In the Groove. In the Groove, sponsored by Xombiewoof Magazine. You can find out more on our podcasts at this station or at our website, http://www.xombiewoof.com, spelled XOMBIEWOOF.com. You can also find us at our blog, xombiewoof.blogspot.com, as well as on Twitter, Instagram, and all social media at Xombiewoof. Thank you, and tune in for the next interview next week.